Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be rewatching, full disclosure, the Aztecs, episode 1, I believe it's called The Temple of Evil. So yeah, to be completely clear, I have watched, as I've mentioned it a few times, I've watched a lot of old Who before, but the Aztecs in particular is a story that I know very well, because when I was a kid, it was one of the first VHSs of Doctor Who that I had, and I watched it so much that in the end the video stopped working, and we had to stop the tape before the end of episode 4, or the tape went all weird, and then we had to do use a video cleaner on the video machine. It was, I mean, that one, it shows my age. 2, it shows that I watched that episode a lot, and that's it's kind of weird to watch a story like that when you're a 12-year-old boy. I think I was about 12, in black and white. It's just a historical drama. Yeah, it's kind of weird to think that I was so engrossed by it. But so, full disclosure, I've seen this before many times. I could probably quote many of the lines to you. But for completion's sake, I wanted to record a reaction, rewatch, whatever you want to call it, to this as well. Okay? It is one of my very favourite Doctor Who stories, so I'm very excited to watch it. I probably haven't watched it for about 10 years, so I am looking forward to it, even if I have seen it before. And I hope you enjoyed the reaction, even though I have seen it before, because I think it just gives it a different take, that it's something I know, and it will just be a different feel. Alright, let's go with episode 1. I remember thinking, when I first saw that was like a monster of some sort. I didn't realise it was a mask. And because my limited knowledge of Doctor Who at the time was there was always monsters. So I thought that was just a monster.
That. All these things belong to the Aztecs' early period.
That's what I call really knowing the subject.
Ah, well, that was one of my specialities, Susan.
Very impressive, though, isn't it?
About them doesn't impress me.
Oh, they are so dumb, though. How many episodes have they done this? They go wandering off, wandering into trouble.
There's no one here.
Like, she's been there 2 minutes and she's already in trouble. Probably less than 2 minutes. Well, at least Susan managed to find the door again, because that surprises me, to be honest. Susan could definitely have got that.
Most humbly greets the servants of Yetaxa.
The servants of whom, sir?
Yetaxa, the high priest.
It's interesting looking at the difference in his greeting
The
of
woman
them.
who was here a moment ago. You know who he is?
A local butcher by the look of him.
Exactly.
I don't know why the Doctor seems so pleased with himself for that observation.
Vision is with us. I worship the same God as you. Then above all, honor him. He has made us rulers of the land. For this he demands blood.
He is
Well,
so
they
topsy.
treated us all like soup, huh?
I just
The
love his
Aztecs
performance
always
in
showed
this.
the utmost courtesy towards their intended victims.
Leave us.
I have to say the production values on this one look so much higher than the Keys of Marinus.
Good gracious.
Yes, that high priest. What was his name?
Orclock.
That's right, Orclock.
Orclock.
Orclock. Well, he said we were the servants. Is that who they think you are?
He's
We're
too
your servants.
That's right.
too funny to watch.
They're useful for us.
William Hartnell telling someone else off about the way they say their lines.
We can't. It only opens.
The aged servant of Yetaxa speaks with wisdom.
That's a nice shot.
My handmaiden remains with me. The others may do as you wish.
We shall await you.
Interesting. Keeping Susan with her to look after her. That's a clever move.
What miracle?
Presenting Barbara to the public 1 second before it rains.
He's having the time of his life. the Doctor. He's really, William Hartnell, he's really enjoying,
Ortler,
relishing
who
the
served
lines.
the attack. It has been decided, the old man may walk abroad, you shall train to command our army.
Surely that is for your taxa to decide.
Your taxa would not refuse so great an honor. I accept.
Ortler, take the old man into the garden of peace that he may sit in comfort.
Interesting choice by Ian there, because the Doctor probably was right.
An encounter extra.
He probably could have got away with it.
He has no fear of death.
He's relishing it as well. This is one thing I love about this story, just the performances. Everyone loves their lines. It's like they're speaking Shakespeare. It's pretty slow fight choreography, isn't it? I mean, I've done some fight choreography myself. I've done some fighting on stage fighting before, and even I feel like my stage fighting is
So
faster
shall
than that.
other tribes fear the Aztecs even more.
The fear of you in me. Brother, I welcome you. For one day all men shall fear Ixta, the Aztec commander who killed the chosen servant of Yetaxa.
That shot
Let it be flown,
again
according to his rank.
with Tlatoxel just behind him. It's brilliant.
Is he to assist at the ceremony of the rain god?
And what about her? Kameka? Of all those here, her advice is most sought after.
The Doctor's gonna crush! I really like the relationship between him and Kameka in
In
this
spite of the
story.
drought, there's plenty of...
There is to be a human sacrifice today at the ceremony for the rain god. And I have to...
Just a minute, what are you supposed to do?
I must escort the victim to the altar. Hold him down.
Don't interfere. Now promise me, please, promise. Now go and tell Barbara.
I love this. I absolutely love it. This whole part. I think it's this episode that there's an amazing scene between Barbara and the Doctor, and I think it might even be now.
Barbara.
And if it is, it's one of my favourite moments in the whole of Doctor Who.
And you must not interfere. You understand?
I can't just sit by and watch.
No, Barbara. Ian agrees with me.
And I forbid it.
Barbara, no.
There'll be no sacrifice this afternoon, Doctor. Or ever again. If I could start the destruction of everything that's evil here, then everything that is good would survive where Cortez land.
But you can't rewrite history. Not one line.
The High Priest is coming.
Barbara, one last appeal. What you are trying to do is utterly impossible. I know. Believe me, I know.
Yetaxa.
Just everything. I just have to comment on that scene because it is one of my favourite scenes in the history of Doctor Who. Genuinely, one of my absolute top 10 scenes in the whole 55 years or whatever it is history of Doctor Who, 56 years. It's short, to the point, it says everything it needs to say, and it's the first time we ever really encounter that question of trying to change history, and they get it so bang on because it's got so many layers to it. Actually, it seems very simple on the face of it. It's the first time we've heard the Doctor say something like this, and he appeals to her so heartily, and he really means every word. And I genuinely think that's one of William Hartnell's best acted scenes in the whole time he's in it. But what's also really interesting is the way that power has gone to Barbara's head. She's only been the goddess for a few hours, and she's like, I have power and I'm going to use it. And that's a really interesting thing that I'd never thought of actually when I was younger watching this. And they just get it so right. You can't rewrite history, not one line. I love that line. It's so simple, it's so effective, and it means so much. And then it has a huge bearing on the future of Doctor Who, because it changes it's the rules. It creates the rules by which this science fiction TV show works on, because they could have gone differently with it and it would have changed everything about Doctor Who in the future. So no, I absolutely love it. Right. I mean, we all worship Barbara, to be fair.
Give us the water that is our life, and we will honor you with blood.
No! Stop! I, Yetaxa, command you.
You have denied me honor.
Honor us then with your death. Does Yetaxa speak with the voice of the gods or as the protector of a handmaiden?
As a god.
Then let the brave handmaiden be punished. No, this is not Yetaxa. This is a false goddess. And I shall destroy her.
His performance is outstanding, as is Jacqueline Hill as Barbara. This is just a brilliant... I love it. Love that episode so much. I honestly, I think that opening episode is one of the best opening. I often like opening episodes of William Hartnell stories. I like the whole setup and finding the new place and the discovery. But I think that is one of the best. And a lot happens in 23 and a half minutes. Like, a lot. It really gets straight on with the action, doesn't it? We meet lots of different people. We sort of met 4 main characters very quickly, and they all are fairly well developed, even in just 1 or 2 scenes. With Ortlok, Tlatoxel, I've forgotten his name. Ixta, I think, and Kameka, I think that's her name, how you pronounce it. Those characters are all nicely drawn, and you get a good feel for who they are very quickly. And all of the 4 main characters have already had their own distinctive storyline, with the Doctor meeting Kameka and Ian meeting Ixta, and obviously Barbara with the goddess thing, and then of course Susan crying out at the end gives her a little storyline. All 4 of them have their own paths straight away. There's a key reason why they're there, because they're stuck the other side of the thing, which was something that wound me up a lot in Marco Polo. I just kept thinking, why can't they just get in that bloody why can't they just get in it? Whereas this time there's a genuine puzzle to get to the TARDIS, and there's a reason why they can't get there. And while that's going on, there's all this drama going on, and they're trying to stop themselves from being in any more trouble than they already are, and actually failing miserably, because none of them have managed to stop anything bad happening yet. They've just made things worse and worse. It's a great story with a real sort of moral conundrum to it, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying that first episode rewatch, so I can't wait to watch the next one. Incidentally, probably, I can't remember if I gave 10 out of 10 for the very first episode of An Unearthly Child, but for me, The Temple of Evil is a 10 out of 10 episode. I genuinely think it is one of the best pieces of, it's certainly one of the top 3 or 4 episodes of William Hartnell's run. Yeah, really good stuff. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the rewatch, and I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye.